The Rs-24 Yars, also known as RT-24 Yars, is a Russian MIRV-equipped thermonuclear weapon intercontinental ballistic missile first tested on May 29, 2007, after a secret military R&D project, to replace the older Ur-36 and Ur-100N that have been in use for nearly 50 years. Rs-24 is a missile that is heavier than the current Topol-M, and which some reports say can carry up to 10 independently targetable warheads. The 2007 tests were publicized as a response to the missile shield that the United States were planning to deploy in Europe. Rs-24 has been deployed operationally since 2010. Testing, asserted by the Russian government, is being designed to defeat present and potential anti-missile systems. The ICBM was first tested by a launch from a mobile launcher at the Plesetsk Cosmodrome in northwestern Russia at 11:20 Greenwich Mean Time, May 29, 2007, and its test warheads landed on target about 5,750 kilometers away at the Kura test range in far eastern Kamchatka Peninsula. The second launch from Plesetsk to the Kura test range was conducted on December 25, 2007, at 13:10 Greenwich Mean Time. It successfully reached its destination. The third successful launch from the Plesetsk Space Center in northwest Russia was conducted on November 26, 2008, at 13:20 Greenwich Mean Time. The missile's multiple re-entry vehicles successfully landed on targets on the Kura testing range. Neither the development nor deployment of Rs-24 is likely to be threatened by the enforcement of the New START Treaty. It was again tested on December 24, 2013, from the Plesetsk Cosmodrome in northwest Russia. On December 26, 2014, the Strategic Forces conducted a successful launch of a Rs-24 Yars missile. The missile was launched from a mobile launcher deployed at the Plesetsk test site. Missile warheads were reported to have successfully reached their targets at the Kura test site in Kamchatka. The launch, which was performed with support of the Air and Space Defense Forces, took place at 11:02 MSK. Deployment: in June 2008, the chief designer of the Moscow Institute of Thermal Technology, Yuri Solomonov, announced that the Rs-24 is an enhanced, MIRV development of the Topol-M missile that would finish all testing in 2008 and most likely be deployed in 2009. According to General Nikolai Solovtsov, the commander of the Strategic Rocket Forces, the first Rs-24 missiles will be deployed in Tekhovo in 2009. On March 17, 2009, General Solovtsov announced that the first regiment of Rs-24 ICBMs will be put into service in December 2009 when Start 1 is set to expire. He later repeated that statement on May 7. According to the Russian rocket forces, the first 6 Rs-24 missiles will be mobile. Further, on October 10, 2009, on ITAR TASS, General Andrei Shevchenko, the new SRF commander, confirmed the December 2009 deployment of the Rs-24, which will support the existing Topol-M missile complex. Testing for the new generation ICBM was completed in mid-July 2010, and the first missiles were deployed shortly after on July 19. In December 2010, the 54th Guards Rocket Division in Tekhovo received its second delivery of Rs-24 missile systems. In total, 6 missiles were deployed by the end of 2010. Much more mobile missile systems were deployed in July 2011, and then the 1st Regiment was operational. In December 2011, 1st Division of 2nd Regiment with 3 missiles was put on combat duty, and 2nd Division will be deployed by 2011 year-end. On August 16, 2012, Strategic Missile Forces spokesman Colonel Vadim Korval reported that a 2nd Regiment of the 54th Guards Rocket Division in Tiakhovo, Central Russia, will be fully equipped with Yars mobile ballistic missile systems in 2012. Russia fully deployed the 1st Yars Regiment, consisting of 3 battalions, in August 2011, and put 2 battalions of the 2nd Regiment on combat duty on December 27, 2011. The deployment of the 3rd Battalion of the 2nd Regiment completed the rearming of the Tiakhovo Division with Yars systems. The 2 regiments consist of a total of 18 missile systems and several mobile command posts. 2 more missile divisions will start receiving the Yars systems in 2013. The 39th Guards Rocket Division, at Novosibirsk in Siberia, will receive mobile Yars systems, while the 28th Guards Rocket Division at Kozlsk will be armed with a silo-based version of the system. The Strategic Missile Troops said that the Topol-M and RS-24 ballistic missiles would be the mainstay of the ground-based component of Russia's nuclear triad and would account for no less than 80% of the SMF's arsenal by 2016. 3 missile regiments of the Russian Strategic Missile Forces have been rearmed with the Yars systems in 2014. Operators, Russia, total of 58 mobile and silo-based missiles. See also, comparison of ICBMs, Minuteman III, U.S. Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, RS-26 AUBEZH, Russian Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, RS-28 Sarmat, Russian Heavy Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, replacement for R-36 MSS-18, R-29 RMU-2 Lena, Russian submarine-launched intercontinental ballistic missile based on R-29 RMU Sinova, RSM-56 Bulava, Russian submarine-launched intercontinental ballistic missile. External links, Yars RS-24 Technical Datasheet. References